Hi guys, Miss Andronicus here again, and today we're solving two-step equations with algebra. Okay, example number 1. We've got 2x plus 10 equals 30. Now, a couple of ways that you can think about this. We've got the overall rule is that x needs to be on this side alone. So, we have a look. We've got the 2 times x. They're very close together. And then the plus 10 is kind of out the side. So what we actually have to do is we have to get rid of the plus 10 first. Okay, that's got to go first. To do that, we subtract 10, what we do on one side, we always do to the other, and we cancel it away. So then we end up with 2x, lining the equal signs up. 30 subtract 10 is 20. Okay, x is still not on its own, so what we then need to do is cancel that 2 away by dividing by 2. Dividing by 2, what you do to one side, you do to the other. Therefore, x ends up on this side alone, and x equals 10. Of course, then, we go ahead and we do our check. We always do our check in the end, and we start with the original equation. So we go 2 times 10 plus 10, and we follow BIDMAS in order to work that out. So 2 times 10 is 20, plus 10 is 30. Is that what we started with? Yes, it is. And you can use a couple of lines of working for your check if you need to. Example number 2, negative 2 equals 4x plus 6. Again, 4x, very close together. We need to get rid of the plus 6 first. So subtract 6, cancel that away, so 4x is left on that side. Negative 2, negative x is negative 8 altogether. So, divide by 4 in order to cancel the 4 away from the x, and then it's negative 8 divided by a positive 4, negative answer, and it's a 2. We go ahead and ensure that we do our check. Now remember, with our check, we've got to start with the side that x is on. So we need to do 4 multiplied by negative 2, because that's what we found x to equal, plus 6, following BIDMAS. So we go 4 times negative 2 is negative 8, plus 6 is going to be a negative 2. Is that what we started with? Yes, it is. Again, you could do a couple of lines of working for your check to help. Example number 3, a little bit different. Again, we've got x over negative 10, very close. It's the subtract 4 out the side that we've got to get rid of first. In order to cancel that away, we have to plus 4. What we do to one side, we do to the other. So we end up with x over negative 10, lining the equal signs up. 1 plus 4 is 5. To cancel out a divided by negative 10, we need to multiply by negative 10. Multiply by negative 10, what you do to one side, you do to the other, to cancel it away. X equals 5 times negative 10. Well, positive times a negative is a negative, and 5 times 10 is 50. Again, we do our check down the bottom. So we end up with negative 50 divided by negative 10, subtract 4. Let's find out what that equals. Negative by negative is a positive. 50 divided by 10 is 5. Subtract 4 is 1. Is that what we started with? Yes, it is. Last example. We've got x divided by 5 plus 2 equaling the negative 8. So, once again, we need to make sure that we get rid of the plus 2 first. So, it's negative 2 to get rid of that. X divided by 5 is left on that side, negative 8 and negative 2 is a negative 10 altogether. Now we need to get rid of the divided by 5, so we times by 5. Cancels it off. What you do to one side, you do to the other. So x is left, and we go negative by a positive is a negative answer, and that's going to end up with a negative 50. Let's make sure that we've gotten it right. Again, we start with the side that x is on, so negative 50 divided by 5 plus 2. Negative by a positive divided by a positive is going to be a negative, and that's going to be 10. Negative 10 plus 2 is a negative 8. Yes, that's what we started with. And that is how you solve two-step algebraic equations. Thanks, guys. Ciao for now.